This morning we're going to Auschwitz because of the significance.
Then continue straight on for half a mile.
Right, we're not walking to Auschwitz. We're going to meet up with the tour bus, and we're both dressed in very somber colors. We're going to pay our respects. As someone who teaches history, I'm going to look and ponder and wonder and learn, so that things like that are never forgotten, so it doesn't happen again. Especially significant in our world today. It's our second day in Poland. It's been fun so far. I thought we'll be attracting lots more eyes as an interracial couple walking through this country or this city, but it's been all right so far. And after breakfast, which we're going to now, before we go to Auschwitz, we'll keep you up to date on what we're up to.
No black, latte.
Flat white?
Latte. This morning we've decided to eat local to see what the price difference would be. It'll definitely be cheaper. As someone who's traveled around, I know that eating locally is usually cheaper, the cheaper option. I've got with me here like granola. I've got my orange juice, although it might need shaking, I guess. Got the straw here, and I've got this bread-like thing. It's very soft, freshly baked. It's like a bread with some sort of custard. I've looked at the shelves, and you know how sometimes you go into in other countries there'll be eggs, like the British breakfast, for instance. There's eggs, there's sausage, bacon, like proteins. Yeah, it's different. We've looked at the whole shelf, and it's just breads and cakes and pies and like pastry with fillings. So maybe it's more of fill up in the morning because of the cold weather sort of breakfast they have here. I don't know, but it's nice. After breakfast, we set off on a 90-minute ride to a place I never thought I'd see in my lifetime, Auschwitz. And let me tell you, as a Nigerian teacher abroad, with ancestors who survived colonization, enslavement, and small chop politics, let's just say this visit hit me deep in my soul. The entrance alone, it did something to my spirit. Except this wasn't inconvenience, this was intention. First, we went through passport checks, then metal detectors, because even in brief, bureaucracy must bureaucrat. Then headphones. Hello, thank you. as we walk through a tunnel filled with voices, not living ones, but names. Names of Jews murdered in the Holocaust, recited one by one. Now, as an African, I've always known the power of a name. How you don't just lose a name, you lose a legacy. And walking through that tunnel, I felt the weight of every syllable. Our curator linked the past to modern day movies and books like it was an A-level literature class. But what she gave us was not just history, it was memory, context, a reminder that what happened here is still happening today, just in new forms, new uniforms, new hashtags. When we finally arrived at the gate, the one with "what will set you free" inscribed atop. Such an ironically evil slogan. And in that moment, my mind went home. To the coasts of Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal. Those infamous doors of no return, where Africans were shipped out like cargo, to present-day Congo and all the other parts of the world where people are burdened with untold suffering just because they have been deemed unworthy of being awarded basic human rights. Same promise, same deceit, same finality. Work never sets them free either. Only death did. We saw rooms filled with shoes, suitcases, children's toys, personal items frozen in time, like a giant lost or never found bin of pain. I stood there thinking, will my children one day walk through a museum like this to learn about what was done and continue to be done to people like me? After 2 hours of walking through shadows, we stopped for lunch. How do you even eat normal food after witnessing such inhumanity? I ate in silence. Next stop, Birkenau, Auschwitz Big Brother, or as I called it throughout this trip, the final stop. When I saw the train tracks, I shivered. People arrived here in cattle carriages. No Google Maps, no ETA 5 minutes. Just fear and finality. It reminded me of how our ancestors were packed into slave ships. No water, no toilet, no dignity. History doesn't repeat, it rhymes. Again, I cast my thoughts to the people of Congo, to Palestine, to Burkina Faso, and to Africa as a whole. In this place that I stand, the Nazis tried to destroy the evidence, burn the documents, tear down the barracks, but they couldn't burn the air. They couldn't erase the silence. That silence is still screaming here today. Can you even believe that only 10% of the perpetrators of this evil were ever caught? 10%. Which made me ask, if evil is left unchecked, what will their descendants do tomorrow if given the power again? What are they doing now? Do we even know? Especially in a world where AI, border policies, curated propaganda and genocide still happen, just with better PR. As an African immigrant abroad, I've learned that our pain is not in competition. Slavery, colonialism, Holocaust, apartheid, genocide, they're all cousins from the same demonic family. But here's the thing, we don't visit places like Auschwitz to feel sorry. We go there so we never forget. We raise our voices, teach our children, and hold history accountable. We go so we learn not just about them, but about us, how to be human, how to resist, how to never be silent again. If this moved you, please share it. Comment with what your ancestors have survived, because remembering isn't just for history books. It's how we protect the future. That was emotional. Emotional and thought-provoking. As humans, will we ever learn?
Yes.